You know, lately a nigga been fighting a whole lot of demons. A lot of shit we do gon' have consequences, but we gotta be ready for them. Emergency, I just got out of surgery. I'm having problems with my heart and it won't work. I did some shit in my past and it's cursing me. I'ma stay right here before this plot to go take breath from me. I'm sipping his hand and eat this pain, but it ain't helping me. My little nigga going against the grain and that shit stressing me. I pray to God, let God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the gang, he paid the price. I was young and the rest for the money, my hunger for paper, it saved my life. And I should get saved tonight. If you wanna lick shit, we can get rich quick, we can get paid tonight. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but no wanna go down. You gonna do anything to get it, but where you gonna go out? Shit, gotta think about it.
187.
Murder by you killed a nigga, you don't know it. You gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over, real talk. Hey. Fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. These demons. Fight my demons. It's me against these demons. Whoa, I'm fighting these demons up in this ghost. I'm fighting these demons up on the road. Say, came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas don't go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be broke. Remember they laughed at me and they choked. Gave me the ball and nigga they choked. Say, but you turn that nigga, you go. My little nigga don't follow no code. No code. My nigga follow me like the pole. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I seen your dad, homie, yell at company. BMG gang, and bitch, we incompetent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit. Lethally militant, I can get ignorant. We not considerate, niggas do silly shit. We get the drilling shit, guilty and innocent. Don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the Highlands. Don't take no slam. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down. You gonna do anything to get it, but where you gonna go down? Shit, gotta think about it. 187. Murder by
you killed the nigga, you don't know if you gon' go to heaven.
Gotta chalk that shit over.
Let me know how that work out for you.
Fight my demons.
Try to call me just to argue and it backfires. That what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Fight my demons.
Try to call me to argue. And it backfires. Literally. Sit there. I gave you the courtesy of answering the phone. What's up, y'all? Love is love. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody doing great. Hope everybody is doing great out there. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing wonderful. Right? Hope life is working out for you. Okay? If you're ready to start the day off, y'all want to start the day off with a story? Let's start the day off with a story. This is a story about courage. Courage, the cowardly dog. Anybody know about Courage, the Cowardly Dog? This is a different spinoff about Courage, the Cowardly Dog. A different spinoff. I don't know why you seem like you keep on trying to talk shit to me and trying to act like you're knowledgeable at the same time. You're not. Those two things don't go together. You're trying to talk shit and act knowledgeable at the same time. One's in the chat if y'all ready for a story time. One's in the chat if y'all ready for a story time. Oh, I got a good story for y'all today. One's in the chat if y'all ready for a good story time. Good story time. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Hmm? This story starts off different. And this person gonna end up making me block them. I don't know why they sending me so many messages. If I already told you to have a great day, if I already told you to go have a great day, you can't sit here and keep on trying to ridicule, keep on trying to criticize, and then you say stuff like, Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a question? Does it make sense for somebody to keep on attacking you if you're showing them grace? Like if you're being peaceful with them, does it make sense for them to keep on attacking you? That shit don't make sense to keep on attacking. If I'm sitting there being understanding, if I'm telling you like, okay, all is well, everything's gonna work itself out, love is love, so on and so forth. What is you still doing attacking? You're just like Jaguar. I'm like, okay, you got it out, you got right. Still keep on talking shit. I'm like, listen, I get it. I get it. You got some ink. No, let me explain. Let me talk. Let me talk. I'm not about to let you just talk and talk at me and put a bunch of negative in my head. You're talking shit to me, right? You want me to just sit on the phone and let you talk shit to me. I don't know you in my real life like that. I met you online. I answered your phone call as a courtesy. I answered the call as a courtesy. And all you doing is sitting there talking shit to me and expect me to be like, oh, and all I'm doing is being nice. Okay, have a great day. You're a great person. You know what I mean? Be kind to yourself. And they're still like, F you, you're this, you're that. What the fuck? Make up your mind. Like you can't trick me and make it seem like you're wishing good things for me, but then talking at me like I'm low. First of all, you started the conversation off, you lied to me. Let me explain how this person lied to me. I didn't pick up the phone. I didn't answer on Instagram. So then this person told me that they had questions about crystals. This is how this person got me to pick up the phone. They said they had questions about crystals. So I called them back thinking that they're going to talk about crystals. You know what they start talking about? Atwoods. They start talking about Atwoods. They start talking about Maggie. What the fuck? How are you going to tell me that you calling me to talk about crystals and then you start talking about Maggie? You start talking about Atwoods. You start asking me whether I believe Atwoods and them is innocent or involved or how? How you say crystals and then you start having a conversation with me about something that's not crystals. And then when I'm like, okay, have a great day, have a great day. Appreciate your insight. Appreciate your. Then you catching the attitude with me. You're cursing me out. You're telling me I'm just like Jaguar because I won't let you sit here and just talk a bunch of shit to me. What make it make sense? How the fuck am I just like Jaguar because I'm protecting my mental? I'm not sitting here just letting you talk a bunch of crazy shit to me. All right. So let's get into the story. So for those who are on TikTok, if you want to see the picture of what's being shown, go over to YouTube. You can see the picture of what's being shown. All right. This is a story about Courage, the cowardly dog. Okay. Courage, the cowardly dog, he wasn't always a cowardly dog. Okay. He wasn't always a cowardly dog. He was No Nuts, the YouTuber. And No Nuts, the YouTuber, he had two grandparents. It was Grandpappy and Grandpappy Mama. She didn't go by just Grandmama. She went by Grandpappy Mama. And No Nuts was first a person, and he aimed out to get bravery. He wanted to become brave. All of his endeavors on the YouTube streets shown him that he was a coward, right? So he wanted to get brave. He wanted bravery so bad. He was human. He was, running through the YouTube streets, algorithms, trying to act like a tough guy, barking after everybody, you know, and he was going at everybody's neck. He was talking shit to everybody. He kept on running his mouth and he wouldn't stop. No Nuts wouldn't stop. He act like he was tough. And the odd couple, Pappy and Mammy, they was tired of his stuff. They were tired of No Nut stuff. They said, you get out there and you gain some courage. You gain some courage. You get out there on your own and you gain some courage. And No Nuts was petrified. Shelly and Pelly was not playing. Shelly and Pelly was like, you get out there. The odd couple was not playing with No Nuts. They was like, you get out there and you grow a pair. And despite everything else, he was going to try. He was going to get out there and try to grow a pair. He knew that he was a coward. He knew that he had no courage. So he prayed to the high heavens for courage. He prayed to the high heavens for courage, but he didn't know what he was asking for. He did not know what he was asking for. He didn't know. He didn't know what he was asking for. He prayed to the high heavens. He asked to be brave. He didn't know that when you ask to be brave, you have to be put in a situation where you have to be courageous. So the universe sent No Nuts on a journey. But the universe didn't send No Nuts on just any journey. The universe sent him on a journey of oneself. And in that journey, No Nuts had to become courage. And the universe turned No Nuts into Courage, the cowardly YouTuber. And he became Courage, the cowardly YouTuber. He didn't know how it happened. I mean, Grandpappy and Grandmommy was upset. They were like, there's no way you are No Nuts. And Courage was like, the language barrier that they created when he became Courage, the cowardly YouTuber, was astonishing. They didn't understand what he was saying. He didn't understand what they were saying. It was like Charlie Brown all over again in the classroom. The teachers was talking, it was like wah, 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 wah. And Courage was talking, it was like they didn't understand each other. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, Courage always ran to them for help. I mean, the moment trouble looked like it was starting, he ran to them for help. Even in the YouTube streets, Courage was still a coward. And even though he had Grandpappy and Grandmommy odd couple, he still was a coward. He would whimper, he would cry, he would act like everything was a lie when everybody told you about this guy named Courage. And Courage thought he was tough. He ran around talking stuff. He thought he can huff and he thought he can puff until he found out enough was enough. And Courage became enraged. He was mad. He thought that the world was his. He thought he can treat people how he wanted to. He robbed another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob She Paint, who was a DT undercover, you know, slapped him with a paint and he said, "Why'd you hit me?" You know, Courage thought he could do everything. He ran across somebody named Biggie. He thought he can write the 10 Commandments. He ran into somebody named Jay-Z. He thought he was big pimping. He ran into somebody named Ronnie. He thought he was with Chris Sean. He ran into somebody that was hungry. He thought he was a big hungry CC. He thought he was a snack. Courage wanted to be everything. He ran across a painting. He thought the painting was about him. He ran across a couple. He thought he was in their relationship. He ran across these old people. He thought they was his grandmas and grandpas. Courage wanted to be a part of everything. And Courage found his place when he found Pappy and Mammy Grand Claws. Yeah, they Grand Claws. Because they're Grand Claws, they think that they can bend the rules based off old laws, right? Grandma, grandpa come with a life alert button. And they'll push that light alert button for Courage every time he come running. They will press that life alert button when Courage come running. They just life alert, boom, life alert, boom, right? And Pawpaw Claw, he's the worst of them all. I mean, he come with all types of flaw, spandex and all. He don't care what it is. He got meat in his jaws. That Grandpa calls. He is nasty. Yes, he is. He talks slow. If you put him in thought, he looked like he a seize up. That Grandpa Claw. He looked like he one thought away from an epileptic shock. That Grandpa Claw. But he keep on breaking the law. He runs his mouth. He dress up in tights. He'll dress up in black. He'll dress up in white. He'll dress up for a fight. He'll dress up for a flight. He don't care how he'll dress up. He'll dress up today. He'll dress up tonight. That Grandpa Claw. Yes, he will. He'll wear what he want to wear because he don't care. He don't care about himself. No self-dignity. He'll dress up right now if you ask him to. That Grandpa Claw. He's a nasty son of a what you do. Yes, he is a nasty son of a what you do. You might not know what a witcher-do would do unless you ran across what a witcher-do would do. And then by the time you find out what a witcher-do would do, that witcher-do done did you. So you got to be careful out here in the YouTube streets. Fuck around and turn into a Courage, the cowardly freak. Okay? So, Courage, who always ran to Mama and Pawpaw Claw, He was a coward. He knew he was a coward. He couldn't do anything about it because he was a coward. And Mama Claw, oh man, let me tell you about Mama Claw. Or I should tell you how she got Papa Claw. Because Mama Claw was the wicked of them all. And how she got Papa Claw was a flaw. They both used to do these nightclubs and all types of fuckery. They was hanging out in the swingers bits. Yeah, they swingers. Yeah, he likes to be tied up. These are nasty mother suckers. These is nasty mother suckers. That's how they ended up with Courage. Courage, the cowardly YouTuber. And Courage, the cowardly YouTuber, listen, he was not it. Okay? He was not it. He tried as much as he can be when he was no nuts, you see. He tried as much as he can be when he was no nuts, you see. And he was out here trying to break hearts, right? He was doing his hair all different types of ways. He was trying to be evil. He was trying to make slaves. He was telling people this. He was telling people that. He was telling people everybody else was less and he was the best. He was telling people forget the rest. This was what he was telling people. And that's probably why he's Courage, the cowardly YouTuber. That is why he is Courage, the cowardly YouTuber. Because all he did was try to tear people down. He didn't build people up. He didn't straighten people's crown. He told people that he wasn't to be messed around. And he was the one that held it down. And he was the one that was 10 toes in it. And he was Popeye and he ate his spinach. But we found out that that was a lie. Oh, Courage couldn't do nothing. Courage couldn't fly. Courage couldn't go under a train. Courage couldn't do anything. He was ashamed. That old Courage, he was a lame. That's why nobody fucked with him. Because even as no nuts, he didn't play the game. He was sad. He was broken. He was a joke. He was joking. It was choke. He be choking. If it's a lie, he be token. He's fake and he's flawed. He's the no nuts of them all. And the reason why they call him no nuts is because he's not smart. He has no guts. Let's talk about this person called No Nuts. Okay? So here we are with No Nuts. Okay? He was a trembling, baffling coward. Big eyes and trembling paws. No Nuts was no alpha. He was a dog with no bark. He was the kind of dog who barked after, danger passing, like the type of dog that chased cars for no damn reason. Car ride by, he would just chase after the car. That was No Nuts. The car chasing buffoon. He just did dumb shit. And he would chase after these cars, knowing that he wasn't about to catch these cars. And when the cameras was rolling, No Nuts did what he did. He performed. No Nuts act like he was tough. He would tell people that he was Killer Man in his neighborhood. He would tell people that he was rough and tough and had an afro puff. He would tell people that he was baddest in the land, and he would only argue with siblings. That's it. The only time he picked a fight was with a sister or a brother late at night. No Nuts wasn't tough. No Nuts was a pussy. No Nuts was soft. No Nuts was gushy. And then you have, he was a coward. He was a YouTuber. He was a cowardly YouTuber. Doesn't always look like fear. Sometimes no nuts didn't care, right? Sometimes it looked like fake Bravo, daily uploads, calling out content creators while hiding behind a digital skirt of two old fairy odd couples, Shell and Petty. Petty was the worst. Petty sat there and act like he did political stuff, like he was a part of the Republicans and he was a Democrat. But really, he was a dun 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 dun. Dun. He was a closet freak, one who came out and took a peek. He put on anything that was chic. He was a closet freak, a closet freak. Okay, never mind. We'll finish writing that song later. Don't worry about it. Then Patty, the old man, claimed to have once engineered the algorithm himself, right? Shell, the old woman, styled herself as the godmother of commentary, right? Sipping pina colada, if you like pina colada and going high in the rain, you know what I'm saying? Because they thought they was somebody. They thought they was real people. But then she realized she don't got a real man for a husband, with that guy over there that she got, you know what I mean? You can't say you got a real man as a husband. He dressed up in spandex and tight ass clothes, baby oil dripping down his body for a month at a time. I don't know how long he was doing that shit. I never went and watched it. I know that the Knot can't stop talking about that shit. Yeah, Perry, you should go back to that. You should dress back up again. We was having so much fun when you was dressing up. Yeah, you should go back and do that. I remember when you was dressing up. Push it out for me. Push it out for me. They had 500,000 subscribers, and No Nut made himself comfortable in their echo chamber with his team of bots and trolls. He thought that he can do something. He said with them on his side, and his bots, and the fact that he uses these fake algorithms, because let's be honest, there's no way you should have 50K, you should be on your way to 50K plus subscribers, and you can't even get 200 people in your room. Let's be honest about that, right? You go live by yourself, you can't do no numbers. You pushed everybody else away from them so you can try to use them to build up your page. You think nobody see that. You made them not fuck with nobody else so that way they can come over to your page and build up your page. And that's why you sat there and did that. You seen the numbers that they did when they came to my page. So now you push them away from everybody else, isolated them so you can try to have them all to yourself, just like a narcissistic maniac, right? That's why you're Courage, the cowardly puppy. That's you. Courage, the cowardly puppy. And you do narcissistic and sociopathic stuff and you think nobody pay attention to it. That's why we laugh at your ass. Every chance we get, we gonna laugh at your ass. And when we bored, we'll make up another story and laugh at your ass. And anybody that you include, we gonna make up a story and laugh at their ass too. We don't give a I can't say that word. We don't give a I can't say that word. We don't give a I can't say that word. We don't care. Okay. So you can bring everybody along that you want to get involved in your bull crap. And I guarantee you, we make a story about them. We'll make a story about everybody that you bring into this sector. We don't give a you and he's going to stay in that sector and they're going to stay in that sector. And you can't keep nobody in no sector. You can't even stay in this sector. You can't even get numbers in this sector. Nobody using your name for content. I don't see nobody putting your name in the titles. You putting everybody's name in your titles. No Nuts, the cowardly. All right. So he was always flaked by the two very odd parents, Shell and the women with vocal cords made of buzzwords and Petty, the calculated old man who could weaponize a minor detail like a sniper with timestamps, right? So this is what they do. These people are not real. These people are not true. These people don't care about me. These people don't care about you. These people are ruthless. And that's just what they do. They run around and pretend like they care about who, but all they really care about is what they do. That's all they really care about is what they do. They want people to praise them. They want to run around and say, I'm so great, I'm so great, I'm so great. Let me ask you this. Why didn't they do a follow up? They came over here and said a bunch of stuff on my panel, tore my panel down, whatever the case may be, went back over on their panels and try to talk shit about me as if they were so great. This guy's not even monetized. Da 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 da. This, that, and the third. So if that was the case, why was y'all popping up over here in the first place? Right? She's sitting there bragging about how she got properties and how she got this and how she got that. But ain't they the ones that's turning around trying to sue AT2 for some fraudulent shit, some made up shit? He don't care about my mama. He said something about my mama. I'm going to sue his ass. You said stuff about him. You said he lives in the basement. You said he was doing stuff with his uncle. Y'all said a bunch of shit about him. So don't sit there and do that pout shit now. That's why I say they sit there and talk all that shit. And then as soon as somebody talks shit about them, what they do? Press the life alert button. Life alert, AARP. I'm going to use my AARP card. Fuck out of here. Scary asses. Scary asses. Scary asses. Stop being scary. Come out and play. Together, they ran a channel with 500,000 subscribers, a virtual fortress of accountability, commentary, and community standards by which they mostly meant control the narrative and silence whoever outshined them, right? Because that's all they do. They see people with potential. They see people with wisdom. They see people with knowledge. They see people with the ability to create, and then they come and try to snuff it out. I was using small phrases with them, and she didn't even know what the small phrases was, right? If they were so highly intelligent, right? How about this? How about we have an intellectual debate? How about I challenge them to an intellectual debate? I bet you they won't never take that challenge. I bet you they won't have an intellectual debate. I bet you they'll have a material debate. Oh, look, I got 500,000 subscribers. What I look like debating with you. That's the type of shit that's going to come out their mouth to deny this, right? To try to turn it down, they'll say, I got 500,000 subscribers. I ain't got time to be, I got stuff going on in my life. And so why'd you respond to it the first time? Why'd you come over here for 4 hours on my page and say a bunch of negative stuff that got my page tore down? Why'd you come back the next day? Why'd you bother with me way back in January when Perry first came over here? Why'd y'all come over here on the 9th? Why'd y'all come over here on the 1st? Why y'all contact the knot and say y'all wanted to do a live where I came over to y'all panel? None of the shit that y'all did makes sense. None of what y'all did makes sense. Everything that y'all do, I was sitting back looking at like, why they do that? Why did they do that? And now it all makes sense. Now that I see how y'all played y'all cards, it all makes sense. You guys are on here stopping other people who actually have a creative thought from making it as you steal their ideas. That's why y'all get close to smaller creators. That's why y'all got those groups where people bring y'all a bunch of ideas. Y'all ideas are not your own. That's why you're so quick to take the Knot's word for something as opposed to going to look it up for yourself. You started talking shit about me before I even said anything about you, all because the Knot came to you and said something. And he came to you with falsified shit. And you still ran with it. So that tells me that you don't have your own thinking thought. That tells me that everything that y'all do, somebody else is bringing to y'all and telling y'all, this would be a good topic. That'd be a good topic. That's how I know y'all ain't creating y'all own shit. Someone else is doing it for y'all. So since someone else is writing y'all script for y'all, we're gonna write a whole play for y'all every time. Whenever we bored, we're gonna come out with a play. We're gonna come out with a story. We this just the beginning. We still got the Itchy and Scratchy show to do. We still got to write one about the Itchy and Scratchy show. I'll show you how creative we could be. I'll show you. You want to rewrite history? I'll rewrite cartoons using all of y'all as characters. I'll rewrite sitcoms using all of y'all as characters. We'll do a step by step sitcom and all of y'all can play a character. We'll do a Full House sitcom and all of y'all can play a character. We'll turn one of y'all into Danny, Jesse, and Joey. One of y'all will play Comet out this motherfucker before we done with y'all. Watch and see what I tell you. Whenever No Nuts felt threatened by another rising star, he would scurry to them in panic. He would run to them in panic. He would say, "Oh my God, that wise guy is making it. He has so many subscribers that I think he's going to get monetized, and I can't do anything to stop him." And then the parents say, "Don't you worry about it, Courage. We'll take care of it." And then they expecto patronum, Lingardium leviosa. Right? That's what he goes to them for, to try to make things disappear or levitate. Right? And he lived under their protection, really. He lived under their protection. I mean, at first, he didn't get along with them. But then, after finding out that they had a common enemy, which turned out to be AT2, he lived up under them. He repeats it all the time. That's why he keep on repeating it, because he knows it's itching to happen. They say I'm gonna fall out with y'all. Just because they say it, I ain't gonna never fall out with y'all. That's why he keep repeating it, because he's reminding himself that he can't fall out with them. He wants to fall out with them, because why would he want to attach himself to an old ass couple like that? Right? Everybody calling him a part of the AARP club. You know what I mean? He don't want to be attached to that. He want to be attached to a live, vibrant group. That's why I keep talking about Christian Rock, so that Lady T girl can come over, so he can look like he attached to some pretty women. Right now, he attached to a night crawler by the name of Blanca and an old couple. You know what I'm saying? He attached to a night crawler and an old couple. You know what I'm saying? He got an AARP card. He's an AARP junior member. You know what I mean? What's that club for? You know what that club is for. You know damn well what that club is for. So that way, when you get, of an old age, it's like, VH1 is where all the old actors go when their career is going downhill. Well, that AARP card is for content creators who, career going downhill. They can become an AARP member in the YouTube sector and come over there with Sherelle and them. You know what I mean? So he's trying to hold on to that AARP card. It guarantee when his panel breaks down, it guarantees them to come up to give him a lift. That's part of the card, membership with the card and shit. You know what I'm saying? They come over and pump him up. You know what I mean? Come over and do a live with him and shit like that, where he get to pretend like he's sophisticated and educated. They keep him calm and he ain't saying all of that hood ghetto shit, because he trying to change his algorithm. So when they come over, he try to act like he's political. You know what I'm talking about? Soon as they get there, he start folding his hands on the table, act like he got table manners and shit like that. The people that's used to him, they looking like, what? That's not how you usually eat. He's like, Mom and Dad is here. Stop. Don't curse. Don't say anything bad. Hide all the drug paraphernalia and the dildos. Get everything off the table. Because Mom and Dad is home. You know what I mean? So he got put on that role. Y'all know I ain't lying. He sit over there and try to act like he intelligent and shit. Who you know go buy a pair of glasses just to look smart? Who you know go buy a pair of glasses just to look smart? Huh? Just to look like he intelligent, he went and bought some glasses. That's a carnal-minded person. When you go buy glasses to look intelligent, that is so carnal-minded. That is so carnal-minded when you think that you got to wear glasses to fit the script of intellect. You dumb as hell. That's how you know. That's why you a failed actor right now, because you failed to even act the part. Intellect don't come with a pair of glasses. You dumb as hell with glasses. All right. So, and he lived under their protection, cowering behind her power because she's got over so many numbers and sniffing up her butt because she's got so. I know how to get rid of you without striking your page. I know how to get rid of you using the guidelines because Sherelle taught me that. How many times you heard him brag about that? Terrell taught me that. So I know how to use these guidelines. I get you up out of here and I'll brag about it too. And when I take that page, I'm going to tell everybody how I took that page. And look at us, still operating on 2 pages, right? Still operating on 2 pages, still on TikTok, still on YouTube, pretty much still doing what we do, unbothered, right? But you still sitting over there hurt because that money ain't coming in, huh? She Paints did a lot for you, didn't she? She did a lot for you. Yes, she did. Yes, she did do a lot for you. Huh. Oh, courage. She made all your dreams come true, huh? She had your ass out here like the honeymooners. Starring Ralph. Huh? We're gonna make your dreams come true. Huh? The honeymooners. Had your ass doing all types of shit. Thought you was at the carnival and the circus at the same damn time. I'm at the carnival. I'm at the circus at the same damn time. I'm doing tricks. I'm doing flips at the same damn time. Give me a girl. Give me a boy at the same damn time. Fuck out of here. Whenever No Nut sniffed out rising creators, he'd bolt to their feet. He'd sit over there. He'd take in everything. He'd sit over there and play like he helped them build their page. You know what I mean? He'll lie and make it seem like he helped them build their page. Yes. And I sent people over there and I helped them build that page. And I did this and I did that. And boy, you can't even put yourself in the algorithm. You can't even put yourself in the algorithm. I see you slowly trying to do it right now. I see you trying to slowly do it right now by saying the knot wants all the smoke. You're trying to put yourself in the algorithm by putting your name at the front of your title, right? Because all you seen us do was put our name at the front of our title, right? We're not doing this. Other people is doing it. You can go get mad at Maggie for saying Ralph the Wise 80 times in one live. Go get mad at her. Go get mad at Jaguar for saying it. Now Jaguar trying to switch it up and say Mike Larry or something like that. But she's still talking about me. Everybody knows she is, right? So you should be mad at them. The same people who you wanted to talk about you is talking about me. And that's why you mad. Because you know what I'm saying? I came into it, we came into it, we changed up the algorithm. And you mad. You feel and know we changed up the algorithm and you mad about it. People are thinking now in this algorithm. Not to say they wasn't thinking before. Maybe they just wasn't looking at the right shit. But since we came over to the algorithm, they started looking at the right shit. And now they see through your bullshit. You can't come with the same bullshit no more. You can't even tell what happened to all those donations that you was taking for acting class. Where's that money at? I mean, is the class completed? Did you get your certificate of completion? Huh? Is it welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger? Can I take your order? Like, is we making it? Is we there yet? I am Chakala. You think because you sitting on YouTube talking about I am Chakala, you think that makes you Chakala? Nigga, you ain't no damn Chakala. Huh? You and Big Hungry CC might as well get together, start a show, and call that shit Timon and Pumbaa Podcast. That's what y'all might as well do. You and Big Hungry CC get together, lock in, do a show, call that shit Timon and Pumbaa. That way y'all could tell everybody Hakuna Matata. Yeah. Then every time, that's all y'all got to do is say Hakuna Matata. As soon as somebody say what that means, y'all just break out in song. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem free. This is where you get the rub on your body. Philosophy, Hakuna Matata. You know what I'm saying? This is where you shine the most at right here. You know, that's all you gotta do. As soon as the live just start, just be like Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. As soon as somebody put that shit in the comment section and say, "What does that mean?" Y'all just break out in song. You and Big Hungry CC. He start rubbing on his chest. You start rubbing on your chest. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem free. Buddha, philosophy, push it out, Hakuna Matata. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. That's it, right up your alley. Fuck it. How about a spinoff on Gullah Gullah Island? How about y'all do a spinoff on Gullah Gullah Island? You just start singing and shit, and Big Hungry CC jump out like the rapping pollywog and shit. Binya Binya. How about that? How about that? How about y'all play motherfucking Gullah Gullah? I know y'all like that role play weird ass shit. I know you want that foreplay role play shit. Just go play Gullah Gullah Island. You know what I'm saying? Just call up Big Hungry CC and be like, come and let's play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah. You know what I'm saying? And then he just jump out the tree as Binya Binya. Binya Binya. You know what I'm saying? You know you like doing that weird ass shit because you a weird ass. All right, No Nuts had once brought the wise man into his own panel, hoping to milk his calm clout, but the wise man wouldn't play messy. He refused to gossip about No Nuts' enemies. He made no passive aggression remarks. He spoke with kindness and uplifted people. And worst of all, it worked. His love, his compassion, his ability to laugh, it worked. People started liking it. No Nuts was furious that people was actually liking the wise man. He was angry that people started liking the wise man. I mean, to no end. Creator No Nuts blacklisted were now praising the wise man. Former enemies was joining his panel, and the wise man, he welcomed everyone. No grudges, no fear, no agenda, just a welcome committee of love. And he was upset. The wise man, serene figure who preached collaborations, healing, dignity, unity. The content didn't attack, it uplifted. He laughed and joked as much as possible. He refused to engage with old beef. He spoke no slander, spread no screenshots, and yet he gained followers. People were actually liking the wise man. But when it was wartime, the wise man showed that he was about that shit. The wise man showed that he was about that shit. And they didn't like that the wise man was wise and about that shit. They didn't like it. They was like, damn, he is wise and he's about that shit. They was like, oh my God, this one is about that shit. They knew it. It's like, this is not going to be easy because he was about that shit. The wise man was intelligent. No Nuts once invited him onto his panel, hoping to weaponize him, but the wise man didn't play along. He was trying to tell the wise man to block people. He was trying to tell the wise man what to do. He was trying to control the wise man's panel and trying to control the wise man collective. He wouldn't pick a side. No Nuts planted mods and stuff in his Discord to try to make him fight and argue, try to get people to call his phone and contact him and put messages out there so they can try to get evidence to show that the wise man was talking about No Nuts, but the wise man was too wise and he didn't fall for it. And he wouldn't pick sides. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't go after No Nuts enemy for No Nuts. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't roast their channels. Instead, he welcomed all without fear or favor. Worse yet, everyone wanted to work with him, it seemed like. So No Nuts was furious, especially finding out that Storm contacted him. Finding out that Storm contacted him, finding out that Mrs. Jones popped up on a TikTok. I mean, it was me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. And he was mad. He tried the 5 heartbeats, the wise man. He tried to say, you ain't gonna be shit because I ain't shit. He attached himself to the platform and then tried to tear it down when it didn't work out. The same thing he did with the Black Owls platform. He attached himself to the Black Eyes platform, and now she's back to being Madagascar. Now he's taking credit for everything. Before he went over there and lied to her and told her that it was Ralph the Wise that did all of this stuff. It was Ralph the Wise that made me go against you, Black Owl. It was Ralph the Wise that did it, Black Owl. I would never go against you, Black Owl. And that was No Nuts' response. And since No Nuts set up all of this stuff, he became the coward of YouTube. I'm just telling you guys the story of how No Nuts became the cowardly dog. Okay? So if you're just now getting here, if you're just now coming in, we are going over how No Nuts became Courage, the cowardly dog. Okay? So feel free to donate. Feel free to send something to the Cash App or the PayPal. This is story time. This is how No Nuts became Courage, the cowardly dog. Okay? So he went to his odd parents and he said, I need something from you guys. They said, here we go again. There's another one. So they said, who is this time? Oh, Petty was like, my goodness, adjusting the mic. And he calms down and he says, he doesn't fight. People like him for it. And he says, oh dear. Shelly says, oh dear, right? With a rational voice, dangerous intent behind it. So they set out to make him fight by looking like he had a hate page. They sat down and they said, you know what? We'll go to his page. We'll say all the stuff that he don't want to say. And then we will flag his page after we do it. No Nut said, that's a great idea. Right? And they put the plan together. No worries. What's the worst that can happen, they say. Right? So they tried as they might with all that they can to take down the page of a beautiful man. And they came over and they said the things that they said, but the wise man was smart. He had already planned ahead. He already knew what to do. He changed the title of one page, but didn't change it to the other two. He kept lives running on multiple platforms just in case one went down. He was smart. He didn't mess around. But they didn't know that the wise man was this. They thought the wise man was fake like them, but they missed. And they aimed at his page. They thought he was done, but the wise man popped up with 2 more pages for fun. And then he had 5 TikToks and a Twitch to go with it. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what they had did it. The wise man said, I see you, fools. You can't trick me with your carnal tools. So they aimed to try to go after his character. They tried to shame him with background stories, lies, saying that he was doing stuff in the Discord, sending pictures that was inappropriate. They tried to manipulate him. But the wise man seeked past it. He knew they were some dirty bastards. Nothing stuck. The wise man didn't flinch. So No Nuts turned to his protectors once more. And he said, I can't do anything. I can't penetrate the front door. And Petty said, then we'll have to strike him down. Literally, they struck his channel to take the channel down. And they said, that won't work. And they said, but why? They said, because he already's got 2 other channels on backup supply. And they said, no way. That must be a lie. But sure enough, he had 2 channels ready to reply. They said, well, say our names again. We'll come over to TikTok to get this win. But the fight on YouTube only just began. How can you go fight somewhere else when you're not finished your food? You're not done over here. Don't you dare try to be rude. So the wise man set out again to teach another lesson. He said, I don't think you fooling me. I don't think you know who you messing. So they aimed to help take him down. They said, get the wise man to say something about us. That'll show that we're not messing around. So they threw out their threats. They threw out their bets. They try to come with this. They try to come with that. They told the wise man, you don't want none of this mess. You better ask about us. We come with that button. You know, that life alert button. The wise man chuckled. He knew they was bluffing. He didn't care about no button. He didn't care about no mutton. He didn't care about the stuff that they was stutting. But they wanted it anyway. So the wise man let them have the page. On his other pages. Can y'all still hear me? Why did the image go out? Are we still live on both pages? They might have hit the life alert button on us. It just froze up for a second. Can y'all still hear me on both pages? Can y'all check both pages? Make sure we still live because we just got a real big lag just now. Somebody is life alerting us. You hear me? They is life alerting us right now. So Petty cracked his knuckles, preparing for a tuffle, knowing damn well his old ass couldn't scuffle. He opened up the ancient tabs of YouTube policies. Shelley loaded up an incantation from the terms of service. Together, they summoned the third strike. And they did. And they went on to the wise man panel and they said any and everything they could to break the guidelines. No Nuts filed the strike and the final boom. And the wise man channel vanished. And just like that, the wise man channel disappeared, gone. Vespers, unsearchable. No Nuts danced around in joy. I won. He's gone. I'm the last wise man standing. But then silence. Meltdown, crash out, backlash. Found out that, oh man, he had new channels. Just a few posts on his other channels, and the platform can delete a channel. But no, not a message. My voice does live in just one space. Thanks for the love. More to come. And after that, they realized that they didn't win. They didn't win. They realized in that moment that the wise man had did it again. The wise man was already ahead of them. He already had preparations. No Nuts was mad. He was furious. And when other people got involved, he was even madder. He went to witches. He went to the crypt keeper. He said, you got to help me. She said, I'll put his channel in a jar, I will. And she aimed out to do it. She aimed out to put his channel in a jar. They just kept lying. They wouldn't stop. They thought if they put enough lies on a wise man that they can stir the pot. But it didn't work. The wise man kept thriving. People were searching for the wise man. They realized he wasn't jiving. And the wise man continued to change the algorithm with laughter and love. He didn't care who was below. He only cared who was above. And they set out to try to make it look bad. But the wise man didn't care about No Nuts' mom or No Nuts' dad. Huh? Don't give a fuck. So when No Nuts went back and told them that he had lost and he couldn't beat the wise man that was the ultimate boss, they said that you on punishment. You no longer our grandson. From that moment on, he was Courage the Cowardly YouTuber. He's been Courage the Cowardly YouTuber ever since. He wasn't able to take the wise man down. And that's how No Nuts became Courage the Cowardly YouTuber. Yep. He failed to take the wise man down. He became Courage the Cowardly YouTuber. As a punishment. Yep. That's what happened. I mean, and he's been a coward to this day. You can go over there now and see he's a coward. You can go anytime you see him, you see he's a coward. He lets all these women fight for him. He tries to put all these people in his way to fight for him. Why you think he went over there and did everything that he did on Maggie's page, right? To try to get her to fight for him, right? Why do you think he hides up under, these two, right? To get them to fight for him, right? Because they're cowards. He's the cowardly YouTuber. Now, wait until I tell you the story about Itchy and Scratchy. Oh man, Itchy and Scratchy, they was at each other so tough. They learned to love each other, and they became they got married. Itchy and Scratchy got married. You got to wait until I tell you that story about Itchy and Scratchy. I mean, they were trying to take each other out. They were trying to take each other out. After that, they just got tired and just joined forces and got married, and then that's how they became the odd parents. Oh man, I done told y'all. I'm telling y'all the story. Don't worry, we got a lot more stories to come. Don't y'all even worry about it. Yes. So put a one in the comment section if you enjoyed the story. Put a one in the comment section if we should do story time more often. I told y'all we're great content creators over here. We'll just reach into the air and grab, content and put it together. You know what I mean? This was put together in one day pretty much. You know what I mean? If you loving the story, we got more story times coming. Other people are going to start coming from the Discord and start doing story time too. We got some other people that's going to come from the Discord and do story time too. So we got some great things, happening all around the board. Um, yes, we got great things happening all around the board. So listen, take heed to it. Open your eyes, right? Loving things is happening. We got a lot of laughter to do, right? These people are characters. They're not real. Here's the link to the Discord right here in case anybody want to join the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. We're gonna do more story time, more different stories. Um, like I said, I keep it interesting, right? As soon as they think that they close one door, what do? I open up three more. You know what I mean? That's why uh the images was brought by someone from the Discord. I'll find out if they want me to do any YouTube shout outs to them. Right now, I'm going to respect them. I don't know if they want their names out there like that, but it's a very great person in the Discord. We go back and forth. They do the PowerPoints for me, and I put it together. And I just put the words together. They are great at what they do. Putting the storylines together, everything like that. All I do is articulate it, and it works. Right? They put it together. I articulate it, and it works. I'll go to them, tell them an idea. Hey, listen, I need the courage, the cowardly, dog lineup, throw me some pictures in there. They put it together. This all takes place in less than 12 hours. All right. This all takes place in less than 12 hours. I don't even read it before I go live. In fact, when I'm live, that's the first time I'm reading it. I just trust their work, know that they're going to put some great stuff together, and click on it when I go live. Boom. Um, and it turns out great. It turns out great. They put the pictures together. It turns out great. I contacted them or tell them like, hey, can I get this type of lineup? And this is not the only person that do it. My backdrops, some of the backdrops I get, I'll contact somebody else that's a great person, lovely person. I'll contact them. Once again, I'm not going to put their names out or what they are to me. I got respect for people. If they want their names out, I'll gladly do it. But right now, I'm going to respect their privacy because once you put people names out, these people start looking into them, so on and so forth. So, yeah, my backdrops, everything like that, you know, great person, great people create this stuff for me. And I utilize it, right? That's what unity is. That's what we do. So for the ones in the back, you know what it is. For the ones in the back, you know what it is. Shut up. All right. Shut up. All right. We got great things happening and great things coming, whether y'all like it or not. All right. We doing shit. All right. We living life and doing shit. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But we got big things moving over here. All right. Big things moving over here. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of things to do. Okay. So and right now they're still sad and they're still disappointed in him. They're still disappointed in Courage. Okay. Courage got them looking sad, them looking bad, right? They all use it. They trying to attack AT2 and run AT2 off, trying to put a lot of, negativity in his life. Why are they not speaking positive into people's platforms? Why are they not speaking positive into people's life? They want everybody to praise them, make them think their life is so good. Everything they got going on is so great. Try that shit with somebody else. And tomorrow, 420, we might put 10 of these cartoons together tomorrow. I don't know. I might tell 20 stories tomorrow. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go get some ganja, roll up, and tell a bunch of stories tomorrow. We just gonna be live all day tomorrow, siphoning through the TikTok pages on two different accounts. Two different accounts on TikTok, two different accounts on YouTube, Twitch. We building everything tomorrow. Might even go live on Instagram. I don't know. For real. Y'all think y'all stopping something? I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all never stop nothing. I'm gonna show y'all that progression. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what hard work pays off. You lucky I don't got assistants. You lucky I don't got people that's managing my accounts for me. Lucky I don't got people that's managing my accounts, posting the stuff I need. Lucky I got to do 5 TikTok accounts, 2 YouTube accounts, and a Twitch account by myself. If I get somebody to do the Twitch account, should have take off. I don't even know how to do pictures and stuff over there. I got to talk to some people that's gamers. So I got to get back in touch with my gaming friends real quick. Yo, tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Tomorrow, we about to reset and play the game. We cooked for the day. We gave y'all a great story for the morning to start your day with a great story, great funny story, right? We gonna go to the Discord and then go to Power World and play the game for a little bit. Love is love. Namaste, Ashe, salutation, shalom. Remembers one image of oneself should be greater than reality, right? Make sure you push out as much loving energy as possible. The idea is to remind yourself every day that you are great. Remind yourself of the kindness that you are, right? Try to get past all of this hateful stuff that they want you to represent. You don't have to represent that. You know what I mean? Keep laughing, keep joking. You see how I'm operating. You see how I'm doing it, right? Do that exemplary measure. They don't like it. You know what I mean? don't like it. You know, one thing a narcissistic person hates is being laughed at. One thing that a demonic narcissistic person hates is being laughed at. That's why I show you that operation. I know I got to pass it sometimes. I ain't got nobody to pass it to, so I just got to put it out. That's why I show you that operation. I show you how to be unbothered by them. The reason why I show you how to be unbothered by them is because I want to show you the true operation, right? How to deal with these people, right? They want you to be bothered. They want you to be mad. They want to hear you come out here furious. They want to hear you come out here angry, right? Don't give them that. Don't give them that. They want a story. Give them that. Give them just that. You want a story? I got a funny one for you. You in it. You know what I mean? Let me put you in it. You know what I mean? Don't worry. I'm going to talk to Golden. I'm going to talk to Golden, and I'm going to get her to put together a story of Golden Locks and the Three Bears. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm going to hook her up with some people and put together Golden Locks and the Three Bears. And she's going to tell the story of Golden Locks and the Three Bears, how she ran across, a Maggie, a Jaguar, and a Wolf Coochie all in the same day. She ran across a Maggie, a Jaguar, and a Wolf Coochie all in the same day. She settled on Maggie's platform because it was her type. You know what I mean? She tried Wolf Coochie bed. It was too hard. She tried the Jag Coochie bed. It was too soft. But she tried the Magic Coochie bed, and it was just right. And she fell asleep on that Magic Coochie bed, only to find out that Magic Coochie bed wasn't just a Magic Coochie bed. We're going to put it together. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We're going to put it together. In the meantime, in between time, y'all know what we doing. Fighting demons.
Lately a nigga been fighting on.
Hey, let's make them mad. Let's piss them off. You know what I'm saying? We make up stories about all of them. Let's really piss them off. You know what I mean?
We gotta be ready for
Let's piss them all off.
Emergency. I just got out of surgery.
Throw Mike in there.
I'm having problems with my heart and
put everybody in the story.
I did some shit in my past and it's cursing me.
Oh, appreciate the cash app. Let's get that birthday started. Let's get that birthday started. Somebody done hit me with a birthday cash app already. Okay.
I pray to God that God have mercy.
I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the game. He paid the price.
I was young in the rush for the money. My hunger for paper saved my life. And that shit can save tonight. If you want that lick shit, we can get rich quick. We can get paid tonight. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money. Everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it when you gonna go after it.
Shit. Gotta think about it. 187.
Hey, love is love. Love is love. I appreciate it.
You don't know if you gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over.
We don't want to do the names. We just want to give the shout out. You know who you are. You know who you are. Love is love. Hey, somebody hit the cash app. Somebody hit the PayPal.
It's these demons. Fight my demons.
All it takes is a couple dollars to show appreciation. It ain't gotta be big. It ain't gotta be great. You know what I'm saying? It be the small things that make champions.
I'm fighting these demons, I'm on the ropes. They came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas on go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be broke. Remember they laughed at me and they choked. Gave them the ball, and nigga they choked. Tables turn, that nigga you broke. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code. No code. My nigga follow me like the pole. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I sing it dead, homie, yell at company. BMG gang, and bitch fit competent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit. Lethally militant, I can get ignorant, we not considerate. Niggas do silly shit, we get the drilling shit. Guilty and innocent, don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the high land. Don't take no slander. Don't take no slander. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money.
Somebody done hit me with the big blessing. The big blessing. We ain't gonna say the numbers, you know. Love is love. Appreciate you.
Gotta think about it.
Love is love. Look at that. Y'all trying to make me show out for my birthday. I'm gonna have to put on something bright. Let me see what hat I'm gonna go with. Oh, I got it. I'm going with purple tomorrow. Y'all think purple a good color?
Fight my demons.
Huh?
Fight my demons.
Purple?
So many demons.
Oh, wait till y'all see what I throw on tomorrow. I'm going bright tomorrow. Appreciate it. Love is love. Appreciate the cash app. It's another cash app came through. Appreciate it.
It's me against these
a night crawler. You gotta go find out what a Blanca is. A night crawler is a Blanca.
Living life like the idea that my evil thoughts go unpunished.
Bright red lipstick.
Rubbish, my days of thugging get slow
if you see him, you'll know you seen one. You'll know when you see a night crawler.
Like
you'll know.
Substance.
They got like bright red lipstick.
They
got like a 200 deck tarot card.
All of a sudden, my
cards added together and shit. Ain't even they a mixed deck of tarot cards. They've been rubbing together for 10 years. They're dangerous.
Fine piece.
They're real dangerous. Maybe I should do a book on all the different creatures. Maybe I'll do a creature book. That's what I'll do. I'll do a creature book that'll show y'all all the different creatures. That way you know what they are. So you know what a wolf coochie is. So you know what all right, that's what we'll do next. We'll do a creature book. Okay. We're going to do a creature book to show y'all all the different creatures. Yeah, we got to show y'all all the different creatures of YouTube. We got to show y'all all the different creatures of YouTube. Might take a week to put it together, but we're going to show y'all all the different creatures of YouTube. We're going to put them together and show y'all the different creatures of YouTube. And then that way, when we tell the stories of them, you up to par with the stories of the creatures of YouTube. Hey, love is love, man. We got some great ideas. We got some great things coming. Real creatures of YouTube, aka Real Monsters. Y'all remember that cartoon? Real Monsters. That's what we doing. Real Monsters of YouTube. Okay. Love is love, man. Love is love. Y'all be great. Y'all go out there and be great. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all go out there and be great. All right. Don't let nobody tell y'all can be great. Y'all can be great at whatever y'all want to do. All you got to do is put your mind into it like we do. That's all we do. We put our mind into it and we come out with laughter, enjoyment. And I hope y'all enjoy this day. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, people. It's just the beginning. Love and light to everybody.